Okay, everyone, so this part of the lab, you need to look at the structural characteristics of the leaf, the structural characteristics of the stem, and the structural characteristic of the seeds. When we look at the structural characteristics of the leaf, you want to look at the coloring, how the shape is. So for instance, this has pointy leaves. It has 1, 2, 3 lobes. It has yellow towards the end, and it's red. So on your chart next to Botanicurus for leaf structure, you should put that it's red with some yellow, has pointy tips, and 3 lobes. If you also notice, it's a little hard to see here, they have branched veins. Okay, the next thing that you need to observe is the stem structure. If you look here for the stem structure, your xylem and your phloem, they have a scattered pattern. And if you remember, when we have scattered patterns, that means it's a monocot. And you can compare this scattered pattern to this circular pattern where it kind of looks like a dial, where that's a dicot. So since Botanicurus has that scattered pattern, you're going to write scattered where you see stem. For the last one, you have your seed. For the seed, you want to describe the characteristics. So if you notice here, the pods come in 2, 1, 2. They're red in color, and they also have some green at the tip. So right now, go ahead and write down the characteristics of the seed for, again, Botanicurus. You are going to do the same thing for species X, Y, and Z. Okay. Here's species X. Here is the structural characteristics of the plant. Take a look at the leaf. Pause if you need additional time. Structural characteristic of the stem. And structural characteristic of the seeds. Again, if you need additional time, more time than what I'm providing you, just pause the video and press play when you're ready. Here you have species Y. Here is the structural characteristic. Here is the stem. And here are the seeds. And last but not least, we have species Z, and here's the structural characteristic of the leaf, structural characteristic of the stem, and structural characteristic of the seeds. All right, so you should have the first 3 columns of your chart complete. More videos to follow for the other parts.